Welcome everyone, thank you for watching my next video. This video is the third in the series of videos that I'm doing on a relatively simple way to see through the illusion of the self, to realise no self, no inherent self, or to break the first fetter, same thing. Now please, if you haven't seen the first two videos I made, the introductory video and the video I made on senses, please see those first, because if you go into it in order, then it'll hopefully make more sense and you'll be able to grasp things as I've developed them further along. Don't go into this particular video if you're not new to what I'm saying, because okay, enough said. Now this particular video I'm going to detail control and choice, or free will, and specifically how that relates to the self, which is I, me, the body. So, for example, control, simple control is controlling the hands. So I am making the hands move. I am making the mouth move. I am speaking. I, the body, am breathing. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am choosing to make a video. I am making a video. Action of the person, or action of the body. Okay. And also coupled with that is free will, choice. Choice, free will. So I am choosing to move the hands. I am choosing the hands to remain still. I am choosing to speak. I am choosing not to speak. Not going to be very, very good, that one, on making a video. You could say I'm choosing to breathe out. I'm choosing to breathe in. I'm choosing to make a video. And you are choosing to watch the video. Conversely. So before going into that, an interesting pointer: how we reference certain elements of the body are in control and certain are operating automatically. For example, take breathing. Breathing is an interesting one, because sometimes we could say I am choosing to breathe out, I'm choosing to breathe in, but obviously, and controlling that function, controlling the breathing, but obviously that function at night, there's no chooser or controller, because it's all happening automatically. So breathing is a fascinating one, where sometimes we believe, or we take the belief that it is being controlled, and other times it's not. And other functions of the body, for example, the digestion. Although we say I am choosing to move my hands, which is a bodily function, we don't say I am choosing to digest food, which is also a bodily function. That should ring some bells for you. It'd be quite fascinating why we're making that distinction, and why we would say, like free will, I am choosing to move the hands, but we wouldn't say free will, I'm choosing to digest food. Anyway, that's just a pointer before we go into the inquiry. This should be a relatively straightforward inquiry. In fact, we'll just do it about the hands, which simply got the pair of hands here. Perfect. Using the props. Yeah. Where do I find some hands? Oh, there they are. Okay. So let's simply go to moving the hands. Simple examination. Moving the hands. So first of all, let us consider what we normally believe in relation to movement and moving the hands, through belief, thought, consideration, concepts, etc. So mentally we think I, a person, the body, is controlling the movement of the hands, is making the hands move. That's our standard view. Okay, so that's one side, and hopefully if you've seen the video I did on the senses, you'll know where I'm going with this next one. Go to the other side, and that's, rather than go into ideas, beliefs and thoughts about what you believe is going on, actually go to the experience of moving the hands. What can you find that is in control and making the hands move? the standard view is, I am making the hands move. What is the I? Can you find an I making the hands move? Or the body itself? Although we can say there is a body here, do you find the body making the hands move? Making the muscles contract? Making this movement? What is making this movement? Not what you think or believe is making the movement. What can you find? And I ask that because on the one side we have a conceptual self, conceptual in relation to beliefs. We believe there is a self here making the hands move. That's the conceptual self. But we believe those thoughts, beliefs, words and ideas point to a real, inherently real self. So where is that one? But what is making the hands move cannot be found in the current experience. All we can do is go to our thoughts and preconceived beliefs about what we think is going on, about what is making the hands move, to answer the question. We don't find an inherent self making the hands move. In experience, all we find is the hands are moving. So we realize there is no inherent self making the hands move, making the body move. There is no inherent self causing the speaking. Because you could inquire on speaking in the same way. Although we have our thoughts, ideas and beliefs, I am speaking, this body is speaking, the brain is controlling the speech, etc., etc., etc. As ideas and beliefs about what we think is going on, go to experience itself. What is making this voice happen? What is making the speaking? What can you actually find? No inherent self can be found that is causing these things to happen. There is no inherent self. And in exactly the same way we can go to choice and free will. We have two hands. I could say, choose one of the hands, left or right. Doesn't matter which one, choose one of the hands. Okay, now if we go to thought, belief and ideas about what we think is going on, we could say, yeah, there is a me here, and I am choosing my right hand. So that's what we'd say. I, the body if you like, is choosing, or even the brain perhaps, I, the body, the brain, is choosing the right hand. Okay, now go to the other side, go to experience in the present moment and look and find what is making the choice. What is making a choice cannot be found in the current experience. All that can be found is an apparent choice, that something is being selected. What is making that choice, indeed if it was a choice or not, cannot be found in the current experience. All we have is thoughts, beliefs and ideas about what we think is going on. So again, like control, an inherently real self cannot be found choosing. There is no inherent self choosing. There is no inherent self controlling. All we have is thoughts, ideas and beliefs about what we think is happening. That is it. Now hopefully you can see our automatically believing in our thoughts generates the belief that there is a self here that is controlling and choosing. It is the thoughts themselves which are automatically believed in that creates the illusion that there is a self choosing and controlling. But to go further into this, there might be a temptation to drop into nihilism and say nothing is doing it. nothing is making it happen, nothing is making a choice, or even to say that there is no choice. Now that is different. In order to fully and accurately state that, you'd have to do the experiments again, look into experience while you were doing the controlling and the choosing, and find nothing doing it. But you don't find nothing doing it. All you find is movement and an apparent choice. That's it. You cannot make claims, positive or negative, about what is causing that without actually finding it. Do you find a self? No, we don't find an inherent self. Do you find nothing doing it? No, we don't find nothing doing it. All that we find is apparently a movement and apparently a choice. That's all. Now, the more clued in amongst you might actually realise that the statement, there is a self controlling the movement and making a choice, is from thoughts and ideas. Also, the statement, there is nothing controlling the movement, there is nothing making the choice, is also a statement from thought, a belief, an idea about what is going on. And it's the beliefs, thoughts and ideas that we are examining. All you need to know at this stage is, if we claim anything about what is causing the movement or is causing the apparent choice, no matter what it is from thoughts, ideas and beliefs. That's it. But the inquiry is to look for an inherently real self, not one that's not just an idea, a belief, a thought, etc., but one that is more than that, a real, inherently real self that's making the choice and making the control. And such an inherent self cannot be found. And so at the end of this section, there is no inherent self. There is no inherent self to be found choosing and controlling. I should have stated from the start, this isn't a mental exercise. Please make sure you actually do the inquiry. Think about what you believe is going on and then actually do the inquiry. Go to the experience in the direct moment and try to find what is apparently controlling and what is apparently choosing. Can it be found? This isn't a mental exercise because, as I stated before, the thoughts themselves are responsible for the creating the illusion. So if you continually go to thought for the answer, it'll continually reinforce the illusion, which is why we are comparing thoughts with what we can find in the experience in the present moment to try to break through that. I hope you followed along with that. If you didn't, have you got any questions, please write them below. Always anxious to hear from people's opinions and views. Thanks for watching. The next video I'll be doing will be on mental formations, thoughts, imagination, remembrance of smells, remembrance of tastes, etc., etc. So that'll be the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one. Catch you in the next video. See you soon. Bye.